Hello everyone. We are at the Hawaiian tropical island resort of happiness and tyranny, sadness, death. I'm just assuming that because music and map. So it's summer and this map is supposed to prove that, which is great. But who cares about the map? I mean, to be honest. I mean, it looks cool, but all that does is complicate things. Like, oh man, where's the mask guy? He's literally right out in the open in the cave and around there, so it's all good. What really everyone cares about are the items. So we got the Supreme Birthday Cake. So if you literally just want to know how the items are, I'll say not very good. Good if you have the space for it. Bad. Bad. Good. Could be better. And good. But it's big. So if you want a more detailed description, let's get into it. This thingy, you throw an iron mine on it, and oh look, it's 70 times. I just noticed the noise it makes. That's great. So it's 700 times on a good day, you know, on every other ore. And then you notice it's about as big as it's bigger than a frozen justice, and then it's like, oh. It's good, honestly, but it's good luck getting the space as well. This thing, also huge for some reason. 15 times. Which is decent. Frozen Peaks. Honestly, I don't know why this is so bad. It's like 150 times. Which is not very good. Especially considering this thing is 600 times. Is half the size and you just have to click a button. This should stay at where it's at. There's just the Frozen Peaks needs a massive upgrade. And this one's even more confusing. 9.5 million? You realize at this point, once you get the diamond mines to make this type of thing, you'll be at least life 100, and that's if you have really, really bad luck and you get a ton of these, which I say is bad luck, by the way, because you're going to get a piece of garbage if you evolve this. So, if that was 9.5 trillion, perhaps, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, look at this, for example. What is this? 45 trillion, you say? Which, even that isn't that good. Now, we'll get to this. I honestly thought this was, well, first, the first thing you're gonna think is, wow, all I see is the color white. And then the next thing you're gonna see is how long the upgrader for this thing is. And at first, I actually thought this was decent. And what I mean by that is, it's 30 times, which is good. Yes. I'm just gonna fact check and make sure it's 60. Yes. Let's get a normal Tesla here. Does it work twice? When I was in testing, it didn't work twice, so that's interesting. But the angel's not what we're all looking for. The reason I haven't placed this yet is because I wanted to demonstrate the sound that it makes when you place it. It sounds like Cthulhu just came out of absorbing the void and is ready to feast once again. So the first thing you're going to notice is its size. Easily the biggest anything in this game. And then you're going to notice how good it is. 10 sextillion. Straight out of the mine. And in my opinion, this isn't even the best part about this mine. Place your friendly neighborhood big bad blaster and look how much it moves from the blaster. nothing. This thing is notorious for having terrible knockback with explosions. Once it actually blows up. They move a little bit. They move just a little bit. And keep in mind, you can add Molten Forge on top of the weight with this. And then it won't even move remotely. So this thing, in my opinion, is great, but if you have a catalyzed star setup, this thing would be complicated to include. But it's doable. It definitely is doable. And then you could add a loop on top of this. Like with this, that wouldn't be so risky. Because I tried something before. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. That's a beautiful sound. Take this, and then take a Freon. And then take a teleporter. Assuming I can place. And then throw it in a loop. And grab a couple ancients. Tracker. Reversible conveyor. I don't even know why I'm saying it. Just to say something, I guess. Wait till you have a few of these going. And then you say goodbye, Enchanted Mine. Or I could just do this. And once you've done that, take your friendly blasters. I mean, hell, you could even put 2 in here, but it starts to move after you put a second one in there. A little bit more than you'd want to. So, GG. You got yourself a setup that you don't even need to put walls around. And it's all good. So, this will actually take quite a while to get to no ores. It starts at 10 sextillion, or a little bit past that, because I think the Molten Forge upgrades the ores. And look, already octillions. Let's add a second one. If they both blow up at the same time, I'm pretty sure the ores will move. Oh, not even. Not even that much. Okay. What are we at? Ondicillion. Beautiful. Easy. So, yeah. It can get quite a bit in price. So, Gargantuan Mine, big yes. The only reason I said this could be better was because I assumed it didn't work on a Tesla, but it seemed to work on a Tesla, unless it's a refuter it doesn't work on. Because I swear this didn't work more than once. Unless that was just fixed. So, you know, you get your crappy stuff you can buy, collectible crap. One of them's actually decent, I've heard. Birthday Floodlight, yeah, I'm sure that's beautiful. Receiver and Sender is kind of useful if you have a gargantuan setup that involves like 3,000 teleporters that you would need to use. Hey, getting closer to my first Hydra, considering this needed one. Why was that so loud and out of alright. So, Gargantuan Mine is pretty useful for getting money, as you may imagine. Ondicillions. And it has a pretty fast drop rate. So, now that you have your money, this is also good. You get a withdraw thingy. It's like, oh, you accidentally withdrawed your setup? Too bad. Would you like to buy shop items? This was the feature I was anticipating. I wouldn't have to waste an additional 30 seconds. And I was like, yes, please, buy all of my shop items. It doesn't buy all of them. Why? Why doesn't this work? This ruins everything. Not enough conveyors. You'd think it'd buy everything. Like, it doesn't buy everything. It, like, buys one of everything or something. I don't know. It doesn't buy everything, though. It should buy the amount that's required for the setup, should it not? But no, I have to rebuy everything. Let's see if it even bought anything. I see a raised mini conveyor there. I see a ramp there. There's some of the upgraders. Not all of them. Zappers are completely gone. Why did this happen? I don't even know. So, I'm guessing I have to fix this too. But it's also pretty difficult to fit my cake upgrader in here. Because I got this thing, and then I was like, oh god, why is it twice the size of the other upgrader? And why is it raised? Technically, this is worse than this one is, but I would still use it if I could find a spot for it, which I can't. So that'll have to be something I have to try and fix. Maybe update my setup. And last but not least, this update didn't bring a bigger base. Even though it was advertised as bigger bases are coming. Well, this is my setup and the bases aren't any bigger. Why was that? Why wasn't it? I was so happy for that, and then you can tell in my voice, I'm just so sad. If I can't get more stuff in my setup. Yeah, I just threw in this, by the way. I just kind of threw it somewhere. Then what the hell? Also, I do like the music. This was one of the older songs used. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this setup, I give it an 8.7 out of 10. But the update I give about a 5 out of 10. Because, you know, ratings are really good, you know. Ratings are what you look for in reviews, are they not? Ratings, in my opinion, do not describe something well. But it's the most simplistic, boring way of telling you how much you hate something or like something. But yeah, the reason, I mean, let's see. Let's talk about the stuff that directly involves this update and not the crappy exotics. This is good. If it works as it should, then it's good. Trash. Trash. Good. Bases didn't get any bigger. The buy all feature is broken. You get a new map with new music, which is nice. I suppose. I mean, if you're on your base, that doesn't really affect you. And that's about it. E-Dance 23. Alright. It's decent, though. There is talk about a third sacrifice, which I'll be more interested in. So, there are my thoughts on this update, and there's all the most of the items you need to care about. This one looks nice. I like this one. I like how it looks, but I wish it was good. The mountain snow top peak thingies. Oh, it's called Frozen Peaks. I didn't even realize. It's a good touch. Gargantuan mine. The name of this mine is the most honest thing I've ever seen for any item ever. And then you might be like, what about the giant rock? And I'm like, that thing doesn't cover your base, so it's not giant enough. Buff Giant Rocks 2018. So, thanks for watching. If you care about my opinion at all, you probably did, considering you're still watching. So, thanks. I'm gonna go play some Bloons Star Defense 6, and that'll probably be my next video. So, I'll see you guys then.